On behalf of the management and staff of the GRA, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this important program for our nation. We are meeting here this morning to undertake an activity which has far-reaching implications for the continuous development of our country. We have met here to launch a national tax campaign to awaken the consciousness of Ghanaians to their civic obligations. Even though many Ghanaians are engaged in income-earning activities, especially in the informal sector, only about 1.2 million people are registered for tax purposes. Out of this number, about 1 million are in the formal sector, leaving only about 200,000 in the informal sector. The result of this situation is that for a long time, the contribution of the informal sector to total tax revenue has remained below 5%. In actual fact, when I did the testing of the numbers, what we are paying for the informal sector is below 2%. It's below 2%. This is in spite of the fact that the economy is dominated by the informal sector. This obviously creates a huge gap in the national kitty. There is therefore the urgent need to reverse the disturbing situation, bring as many people as we can to the tax net, and help bridge the gap between public expenditures and revenues. This is a huge task, which calls for the involvement of all Ghanaians. While those of us at GRA concede that it is our ultimate responsibility to reach as many Ghanaians as possible, it is also an undeniable fact that all income-earning citizens must become alive to their civic responsibilities. In the same way that we create to enjoy the infrastructure and amenities provided by the state, we must also be equally prepared to contribute to the national purse from which such amenities are provided. This national tax campaign is aimed at increasing awareness among Ghanaians about tax issues, enable us understand and appreciate the importance of taxes, and the benefits we all have to contribute to national development. The ultimate goal of this campaign is to increase voluntary compliance, thereby increase revenue collection for the country. In the sub-Saharan region that we are part of, the tax to GDP ratio is 20%. We are at 16.7% as we speak. Our vision in the GRA going forward is that we will do an increase of 1% per GDP per year, so that by the end of 4 years, we will have crossed the 20% barrier. So we want you all to contribute to it. And so when we have greater compliance, it becomes easier for us to achieve the objective. This national tax campaign is aimed at increasing awareness among Ghanaians about tax issues, enable us to understand and appreciate the importance of taxes and the benefits we all have from it to national development. I've purposely repeated that line. We all have a role to play. Let's be out there to play our role. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, a number of activities have been planned for the campaign period. These include stakeholder engagements, radio, TV announcements and discussions, announcements in the print media, community outreach programs including town hall meetings, dawn broadcasts, compliance and enforcement activities by GRA, use of social media to disseminate tax information, and other publicity activities. Chairman for the occasion and member of Council of State, ladies and gentlemen, together with other stakeholders, we have developed some messages which we hope will receive the needed responses from our compatriots. These include taxpayers are nation builders. Taxpayers are nation builders. Your taxes help provide free SHS for a better Ghana. If there's never been a reason for you to pay your tax, for the first time in our history, nobody can say there's no reason for paying taxes. The free SHS is an antidote. Free SHS, I pay my tax. I've paid my taxes. Have you? Taxes help build great nations. Every little tax helps. Our taxes are our future. The last one is the tagline for this campaign. Our taxes are our future. I believe that tax mobilization, like the fight against crime, is a shared responsibility between citizens and the tax administration. For this reason, GRA is collaborating with organizations like the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCU, the Information Services Department, ISD, and the media to execute this campaign. I wish to commend them for their cooperation and to assure them that this is the beginning of such collaborative efforts. Tax mobilization depends to a large extent on the availability, possession, and processing of relevant information by the tax administration. I therefore appeal to Ghanaians to furnish GRA with relevant information about various business activities in our vicinities to enable us to bring business operators into the tax net. This will complement GRA's own efforts in this regard. Apart from being rewarded with a percentage of the tax recovered from such payments, I wish to assure you that GRA will keep the identities of such patriotic citizens confidential. It is our hope that with the cooperation of the public, GRA will from now be in a position to increase revenue collection to appreciable levels to considerably reduce Ghana's dependence on foreign aid. Let me use this opportunity to congratulate the Planning Committee for a good job done. I wish, however, to remind them that the job has just begun. Much is expected and required from them to sustain and maintain the momentum of the campaign. I also wish to thank the DFID and GIZ Good Financial Governance Program for supporting GRA to fund this campaign. I wish to thank all of you for being part of today's program. Once again, you are welcome to the launch of the National Tax Campaign.